I'm Kevin.
And I'm Jeremy.
And we're Hard Drive Studios.
We're working on a new video game called Paradox Untold. It's going to be the most expansive video game ever created, and we're here looking for Kickstarter backers to fund this new game.
Yes, this game is going to have so many new innovative features, and we're excited to tell you about some of the key ones that you can look forward to when you play Paradox Untold.
This, of course, isn't all of the features in the game, but it is some of the ones that we think are most important.
First and foremost is the Nemesis system, a system where NPCs will be able to make decisions about you. So for example, if you drive your car over an NPC's lawn, he may decide to write down your license plate and track you down and kill you several hours later.
Furthermore, if you kill an NPC in the game and you check back later, you'll see other NPCs giving a funeral for the one that you've murdered.
And then if you play the game for another year later, you'll eventually see the NPCs start to live with the grief that they've developed and move on from their loved one.
5 years into the game, and I mean real time, you will see the NPCs move on and create new relationships and families.
But they're still going to blame you for the death of their loved one, and they'll hold a grudge against you for it.
The game begins as a fantasy RPG set in the Middle Ages, but eventually if you keep playing, it will become a spy thriller set in the modern day.
And then it will start to become a cyberpunk game, and then a post-apocalyptic game. Eventually it starts to segue into steampunk elements. The world of the game is fully destructible, and I'm talking fully. You can burrow to the center of the planet and destroy it.
You can also break any pot in any room, or just destroy the room.
The game requires a microphone to play because every NPC can hear all of the things that you say. So for example, if an NPC says hi and you don't say hi back, he may decide to become a villain later on in your story.
Hair in the game looks real.
Your character can also get an aneurysm in the game and just die at any time.
The game will also be cross-play between PC and consoles, and it will be balanced in a way where PC players don't have an advantage.
A new game plus that can carry all your data over from a completely different game.
There's a survival mode where the only way to heal yourself is to visit a doctor and wait for several hours in-game. You also have to cook food for yourself and shit.
To complete a 100% speedrun of the game will take 9 years.
The game will make your console completely waterproof.
If your character is between the ages of 18 and 26, you can be drafted into the army and the game becomes an FPS for several years.
You can technically beat the game from the loading screen.
For $100,000, you'll unlock the Executive Producer Backer tier, which allows you to make the game yourself if you think you're so goddamn clever.
You can run for office and sponsor legislation that bans guns from the game.
Your dad in the game is your real-life dad.
The game will not be fun.
The game will let you choose between retro, current, next-gen, and next-gen graphics with the press of a button.
The game
will have weekly paid DLC.
A cookbook comes with the game for making all craftable items in real life.
Oh, that's a backer reward.
Oh yeah, backer reward, exactly. Yeah, totally.
It's $15.
The game will fit neatly into the Zelda timeline.
All the people who make the game will be paid in full.
It's the Dark Souls of its genre.
As a stretch goal, we'll acquire the distribution rights to the Shenmue franchise.
But first, we're trying to acquire $4 trillion. The game will be available in red.
You can embrace and become disillusioned with religious fundamentalism.
In the game.
The game will feature every single Pokemon.
And Digimon.
And 15 creatures from Magi Nation for the Game Boy Color.
The game will have a really, really big head mode.
Menu sound effects are by the composer of Mega Man 2.
For a limited time only, 0% APR financing for the first 24 months.
The game is actually 3 different games branded all together in this. What the fuck does that even mean?
The game will contain realistic fires, including realistic children
The game's
crying
physics
outside
engine
the
has the
house,
potential for lots of
pulling a
funny
realistic
falls, and a
Booyah
direct
support. The game is hosted on one big server that won't crash
Starring
day one.
Dwayne
At
The
a time
Rock
when
Johnson.
fuel efficiency is everything,
As a stretch goal, we'll give ourselves the title of Visionary.
You don't have to know how to read.
We can't promise at this time that you'll be able to pet a dog in the game.
So thank you, and please consider donating to Paradox Untold, the only game.
Bye,
Bye, gamers.